sporting career? Because not many people would like know who you are, considering like the amount of like injuries you suffered and all that. So just talk us through that quickly.
Yeah, I was sort of that coming up, sort of playing footy, playing cricket, and just really enjoying myself, and sort of had to make that decision to sort of go cricket or footy, and got offered a contract with Cricket Victoria and the Melbourne Stars when I was 17, and I thought it was just too good of an offer to sort of refuse, and yeah, I sort of went the cricket route. So played Australian under-19s as a 17-year-old, and played in a World Cup. We made the semi-final against South Africa, and we lost that game, and then I went on to play, sort of be contracted with Cricket Victoria for probably 7 years, and then Melbourne Stars for a year and the Melbourne Renegades for 3 years. Made my Big Bash debut, and then yeah, you're right, just so many injuries, so many surgeries, and footy was always coming back, knocking on the door each year, saying that we want you to come across to play with us, and I was sort of going to go to quite a few different clubs, and then Melbourne came knocking last minute after that 2018 final series, and I just thought that was going to be the best place to go for me. So went there and suffered another severe injury that eventually sort of finished my career at 20 on my 24th birthday.
Yeah. So talk us through the injuries. How do you like overcome adversity and like use like mental health strategies and all that? Because like for kids growing up, some people wouldn't know how to like deal with injuries and setbacks and all that.
Yeah, it's another good question, and it's something that I've spoke to many teammates, many friends about, and just try to pick people's brains. And I think someone that was really good for me was my former teammate at Victoria, John Hastings, who's retired now, but he went through a lot of the similar injuries in his shoulder that I did. And I think it's just about making the most out of your situation. And for me, it was just learning a lot about gratitude, and making sure that you're happy with where you're at. And I guess a lot of athletes sort of take that road of I'm injured, the world's against me, everyone feels sorry for me, and it isn't a nice time, but you've got to try to change the fact there that to practice some things and go and do some voluntary work while you're injured, and to see that, yeah, it's not going well for you at the moment, but there's a lot of people doing it a lot tougher than you. So you're still contracted, you're still getting an income. Get outside of the bubble. That's what I always try to say to athletes now is it only lasted 10 to 15 years, and that's if you have a great career. But for most athletes, it lasts less than 5 years. So get out there. Something that I did was I studied a little bit. I did a lot of work experience. I worked for Channel 7. I worked at Flemington Racecourse with a horse trainer. I was a special guest on a radio. I went and worked with the partnerships teams at the footy club. So I just try to get out there and try to see what I would sort of like for after sport. And it made it a little bit easier for me to transition out of sport, because some people really, really struggle with it.